Welcome back. Well, the markets are under pressure, but good times for the broader markets because the number of stocks advancing now has taken over the number of stocks declining. So more green on at least in terms of the broader markets. But let's focus on DLF. That's a stock on our radar. For Q4, they saw strong growth in bookings, collections, while launches in FY25 exceeded the guidance, but that was on expected lines. We have with us Mr. Ashok Kumar Tyagi, the MD of DLF, who joins us on the show. Hi, Mr. Tyagi. Good morning. Thanks a lot for speaking to us here on CNBC-TV18. Well, just to blend earnings, stock markets and the IPL, well, the IPL gives us a chance, right, to watch super cricket, but it makes the cricketers wealthier. I say this because Shikhar Dhawan, in this week itself, he's gone ahead and bought a flat in Dahlias for around 69 crores. Woohoo! How many units of Dahlias do you plan on selling, once it's ready? For this year, FY26, if you could give us a number. And I'm just going by these numbers and I'm Googling as well, 60 to, I think, 120 crores. The profit margin will be huge, right, on these flats?
Okay. So you asked a lot of questions in your one question. So yes, I also read the news about Mr. Dhawan buying the Dahlias, which is obviously very good. So, Dahlias has a total of, I think, about 430 odd units. We have sold about 190 odd of them so far. For the next couple of quarters, the sales would be relatively more muted on Dahlias. But I think we expect that by the year end, we should have our experience center ready, which should be the sort of, the launch pad for the next phase of focused sale on Dahlias. I mean, we have put out a 4 to 5 year timeline for selling out all of Dahlias, because at that ticket size, obviously, you sell at a certain pace. I mean, we'll be happy if we do 4 years. Hopefully, we should do it that. Worst case, it could be 5 odd years. But that is broadly what it is. For the current year, I can't give you a specific guidance on Dahlias. But I can tell you that our total launch guidance, our total sales guidance for the current year is 20 to 22,000 crores of pre-sales.
But Mr. Tyagi, on this sales guidance for this year, 20 to 22,000, it's the same as what you did last year, which was about 21,200. Are you just being conservative? This number is going to be upped, or do you think last year was an exceptional year?
So honestly, maybe it's a combination of both. Clearly, the Dahlias sales last year was an extremely positive surprise, even for us. That it will have such an enormous traction right at the launch stage. So in that sense, maybe those numbers were slightly higher than what we had originally anticipated them to be. If you recall, our sales guidance for last year was 17,000 crores, and we did about 21 odd. Frankly, Reema, while I know the market goes gaga about this pre-sales piece, I mean, we do believe that the two metrics that everybody, including the media, should really begin tracking now is the free cash flow and the embedded margins being generated. Because, if you sell 30,000 crores of stuff at a price point of 10,000 rupees a square foot at a margin of 2,000 rupees a square foot, is it really worth it? So we don't get too swayed by the pre-sales number. The pre-sales number for us is a derivative of the high margin launches that we make. And so we believe that as long as we stay in the 5-figure category for our free cash flow generation next year, for our embedded margin generation next year, and free cash flow by and large on track to what we did this year with a slight improvement, we should be good.
Okay, all right. When is the Mumbai project going to be launched? Every time I speak to someone who's developing in the northern part of the country, they say, y'all are jealous, the prices are going up too much. But when are you coming back to Mumbai?
Really? So I think this is our first project in Mumbai. I mean, really the first time that we are getting something on the ground. I think we should be hopefully closing out very soon. We are in the final throes of the approval process. I mean, in a slum rehab scheme with multiple slum societies, it is a more complicated, approval process than what, frankly, we were used to in Gurgaon. I'll be very transparent. But I think we are now almost at the business end of it. And I think we should be hopefully, filing for RERA approval, very, very shortly. And then depending on the time RERA takes, we should be ready to launch.
Any softness, though, in demand that what you have observed? Numbers, I think we've got most of them out. If you could give us two numbers now before we let you go. One is a qualitative aspect. Any slowdown are you seeing? And what is the rental income likely to look at for this year?
Okay, so the second point first, the rental run rate that we exited this year was about 6,000 plus crores. And we expect that the rental run rate by March 26 should be close to 7,500 crores across Cybercity and DLF, both parties put together. We should be at a 7,500 crores rental run rate by March 26. On the qualitative side of the demand, frankly, I think the demand continues to be robust. But what we have always maintained is that this is also possibly the time when most responsible players also need to just ensure that they are not entering the speculative zone, either in terms of launches or in terms of price points. I mean, clearly, I think the demand is strong, but I think we do need to keep an eye on the future, frankly.
Mr. Tyagi, it's a short conversation today, but thank you very much for joining in. DLF has had a good run. Stock is up 8.5% this week, reacting to its numbers. With that, we close down on Bazaar from the entire team. Thank you for watching. Don't go anywhere. On the other side is Chartbusters.